Hey, it's Barb, and I help busy people to empower their greatness through health and wellness. So today is Thursday, and it's Thoughtful Thursday, but I am actually sitting out here on my front porch doing this video because my dog went to go out for a walk, and then she's old, she's 16 and a half, decided that, you know what, she'd rather just sit here on the front porch. See? Say hi. That's Sierra. There you go. So that's Sierra. You all got to meet my dog. Anyways, but I thought it was kind of right along the lines of what I was going to talk about today. So I was going to talk about introspection. And you know what? Dogs are a really good example because they can just sit outside, sit around, just stare, and just be with their thoughts and just wonder what's going on without really taking anything into consideration. I'm sure the most thing they consider is whether the dog's passing by, whether there's a bird chirping or what. But they also don't beat themselves up about their thoughts. They don't think negative thoughts about themselves and question everything. So maybe just sitting and staring and enjoying nature and just watching everything go by, we should learn something from dogs. But anyways, that's an aside. So what is introspection? It is us examining our thoughts, our feelings, and the meanings that are attached to them. So did you know that we actually experience about 50,000 thoughts a day? And can anyone guess how many of those are actually negative? Probably about half of them. You probably assume, you probably didn't think it was that high, but yeah, it's probably about half of them are negative. And also about 90% of all those thoughts that we have are actually thoughts that we've had before and then just keep repeating themselves. So if they keep repeating themselves and we don't change them, then how are we ever going to grow, and how are we ever going to change the way we think about things and the way we do things? So it's really important. So you need to put the effort into looking at your thoughts, your actions, and examining their meanings. So if you actually look on the internet for a list of questions that you can use for introspection, there's a whole slew of them. You could do 70, 80, 90 questions if you want to. But I thought we'd start with 3 that I really like to look at when I'm looking at changing something, growing, just reflecting on my life. So question number 1 that you can ask yourself is, am I using my time wisely? Do I waste my time? Am I Netflix binging? Am I actually doing what I need to do to get where I want to be, or not? Second one, am I taking anything for granted? Am I taking my family for granted? Am I taking what I have for granted? Because the more grateful you are, the more things come to you. And the last question, am I employing a healthy perspective? So when I'm using a healthy perspective, am I being too hard on myself? Am I beating myself up because of my thoughts and my actions? Or I'm actually looking at them, examining the meaning and what's behind them. So this is kind of a little bit of a follow-up of what I was talking about yesterday when we talked about limiting beliefs. So answer those 3 questions, see what you think, see if it's something that will help you with some introspection, and just take a look at your life. So tell me what you think. Tell me if you use those 3 questions. I'd love to hear that. And I hope you have an amazing day. So it's never too late to feel great. Bye. Thanks a lot.